Sci-Fi Fantasy Network. I'm talking to Ellis George. You may remember her from Doctor Who, where she played Cornah Woods, the troublesome student at Clara Oswald School. This was one of your first TV acting jobs. Have you done a lot of acting before you got into Doctor Who?
Yeah, I've done quite a bit. I started acting in like year 8 and I got Doctor Who in, I was about to say year 10, but I realised it was year 11, so yeah. So yeah, I've done a bit of stage at my drama school, and I'd done an advert before, but there wasn't anything as big as Doctor Who.
So what attracted you to acting in the first place? How did you get into it?
I'd always been really confident, to be honest. Like, I'd always, wanted to be on the screen or on stage. Like, I always liked the attention. And one day, my mum in year 8 said to me, "Okay, do you want to join a class? It's free." So I was like, "Okay, sure."
So what was you said you went to drama school. What's that experience been like?
Oh, it's only like a stage school on Saturdays. So my normal school is just regular, basic, boring school. But, on Saturdays I get to go to, I used to get to go to my stage school, which was dancing, singing and acting. And I've done that for like 3 hours every Saturday. But now I only do acting for 3 hours.
So when you got the call to come into Doctor Who, did you know much about the show? Were you a fan of the show?
My older brother, he was quite a big fan of the show, and he got the rest of my family into it. So before that, I didn't really see it, but it was when David Tennant was about, and then David Tennant obviously left, and when Matt Smith came, I was like, no, I'm not watching it. No, they changed the Doctor, and I was like, then when I got the job, I realised, oh, Matt Smith's actually quite good. So I was like, okay then.
But then you were working with Peter Capaldi afterwards.
Yeah, it's really good.
And he was a new Doctor at the time.
Yeah.
So did you feel a bit intimidated, or were you excited about it?
It was interesting. I was so grateful for it to be a new Doctor, because I wasn't just being thrown in the middle of, a series. It was great. It was amazing.
Got to act alongside Hermione Norris as well as
Hermione's the best. Hermione's the best. I love Hermione.
Can you tell us a little bit about the experience working with her?
I will never forget this day, and you hear it in so many interviews, but once when, when we was filming the bit where we're running and there's explosives behind us and stuff like that, when we was doing that bit, because there was a lot of smoke and stuff, we had to sit outside and they had to clear the studio. Whilst we were sitting outside in the sun, in our suits, we was talking about all the sweets we love and all the ones that everybody hates but we love, and it was just the funniest, just coolest conversation I've ever had with, another actor.
Got to work with Peter Capaldi himself, of course.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself acting up towards them to try and impress them, or do you just try and do your own thing?
I try and do my own thing, but I think they make the bar a little bit higher. So if you're ever around anyone who's always on their job and always doing it properly, you've always got to do it properly. You've got to live up to their standards. You can't just, I'm not going to do it properly today, because, it's a job, but it's a great job, but it's still a job, so you need to do it as full out as you can. Peter did help me when I couldn't get a certain, part of the scene that I needed to do. And I was really worried about it. And he honestly just said, "Shout at me." And I was like, "Shout at Peter Capaldi." I was like, "You sure?" And then he was like, "Yeah, just shout at me." And
it can be intimidating.
It worked. It was really good though. It was really fun.
So what are you working on now?
At the moment, I am not working on anything screen. I'm doing a monologue slam, and I'm working with National Connections, doing a play called Blackout, and it's going to be really good. Other than that, school.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us. It's been a great pleasure. Cheers. Thank you.